It's the earliest 20th century. He then spends an entire another century in imprisonment, while his realm, the Dreaming, falls apart. When he escapes, his quest is clear: reclaim his tools, rebuild his realm, and confront whatever has changed while he's been gone. But this isn't just a story about revenge or restoration. It's a meditation on storytelling, on grief, power, change, and whether an immortal can even grow. So let's talk a little bit about how the comics differ than the book. Neil Gaiman's comics are dense. They're lyrical and sprawling. They're ranging from horror to historical fiction to fantasy. So how does Netflix handle such a massive source material? Surprisingly, with pretty good grace, with some subtle and very linear and accurate changes. So here's what the adaptation does differently. First and foremost, there is more cohesion to this story. The comics hop across time and genre, and the show does the same, but it feels a little bit more cohesive when doing so. The show organizes the arcs into clear, linear storytelling. It keeps the emotional arcs front and center. Second, a major change is Lucien becomes Lucien. It's a very smart shift. Dream's librarian Lucien becomes Lucienne in the show. She acts as a more accurate counterbalance to Lord Morpheus's cold and, deeply logical self. It's a really good shift, it really is. Third, we have modernization. While much of the story is timeless, some small updates here and there kind of make it more grounding. Adjustments around tech, around language, around specific speech patterns actually makes the adaptation a little bit more digestible. And it feels organic rather than forced. Fourth are expanded character moments. That's definitely one of my favorite parts. Supporting characters like Joanna Constantine, Rose Walker, and even his sister Death get much richer backstories in a condensed way that we didn't really get before. It's adding more screen time to these secondary characters without losing focus, but kind of continuing different themes that we see in and out of each episode. Fifth is the visual interpretation. Obviously, this isn't a comic book, and showing it in a streaming service is very different, but it is a modernized take as well to a lot of the way things are shown. There is the use of dream-like cinematography, which feels like art and very, very great moments, and then kind of highlights a lot of what the emotional score is undergoing as well.